So you're saying that the Trae Young's a little bit more obtainable.
Yeah,
than,
I mean,
than
for me and you, probably, yes.
Turgeon puts that one into play deep into left center, able to haul that in and make the catch, but the runner will progress to third base. Now making his way home, the throw to the plate is not in time. We got our first run for Georgia Sauce. They are on the board.
That one's skied out to right field. And
a misplayed ball in right field. Runner's going to take off for second base. It's going to get away from the second baseman. Is he going to make his way to third? No, he's going to hold at second. No one has benefited more from some miscues in this game than Parker Souza.
No outs. Now your time runs on first.
Yeah, Souza's going to take off, cross the plate easily, so it's now 3-2. Ratcheting up here in the seventh. Kind of went through a lull there after we saw the 3-run score from Easley. Looked like they may be cruising to a win. Dribbler, 1 out, and there's the second out. Nice job at shortstop there from Parker Souza, who has continued to influence this game. Ultimately, I thought Parker Souza influenced this game maybe more than anybody.
Yeah, right off the jump, he scores the first run of the game on some of the most, probably the best base running, at least heads-up base running I've seen on any of these broadcasts. He was on second base. They get a pop-up out to center field. Center fielder made a tough play and then took a while to bring the ball in. He'd already tagged up going to third and even had time to hesitate and then commit home, gets home safely without even a throw at the plate, and all of a sudden Georgia Sauce gets that 1-0 lead. They hold on to it for a while. The offense just didn't seem right, but Parker Souza kept going. He ended up being 1 for 2 with a hit and a walk on top of this performance that he had, and then continuing to roll. He ends up scoring one of those runs later in the game, making it 2 runs, and then he was the guy that was going to come up with potentially runners on the corners with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. They unfortunately get tagged out trying to advance to third to end that game in a tie, but it could have been another moment for him to have and just in a performance full of them.
Yeah, it felt like the baseball gods were on Parker Souza's side throughout this game. He has the leadoff walk, as you mentioned, to turn into the first run of the game. And then, he gets a hit in the 6th inning, scores off of a wild pitch, sets off the double play in the top of the 7th inning. So another way that he was influencing this game. He was, as you mentioned, coming to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Weston Brisky with a ball that drops into right field for a base hit. Colton Carpenter gets thrown out at third. I know it was a controversial call. But that ends it, and it ends up in a 3-3 tie. But I just felt like Parker Souza just influenced this game on so many different avenues. So he ends up as our player of the game in this 3-3 tie between Easley Baseball Club and Georgia Sauce.
What's up, everyone? Simone Staley here with Lake Point Sports, and we are joined by our player of the game. From our game of the week, it is Parker Souza from Sauce. Parker helped lead Sauce to a tie over EBC, and he is our player of the game. So I know the outcome wasn't what you wanted, the game ending in a tie, but what was your biggest takeaway from that game?
I feel like we got on base a lot, but we just need to put the ball more in play and get more runs on the board. Because our pitching was great that game. Fantastic. But, yeah, that's about it.
What was it about this matchup that had it so close?
Our pitching stayed us in the game. Our blue pits got us on base. A lot of walks. Yeah.
So you completed a double play in the 7th that really kept you guys in the game. What were you seeing on that play?
I was seeing that I was very close to the bag, and I just took it for myself and then did it first. Get double play.
What were you most pleased by from your performance today?
I was pleased with my fielding because after the double play, I caught fly ball for the 3 outs.
What was the mindset of the team late in this game, knowing that it was going to be close and y'all wanted to pull this one out?
We were hyped after the 2 runs that we scored. It was yeah.
What's the message to the team after a game like this one that you might think kind of got away?
Everyone did great. Everybody did their part. Pitching was great again. Just got to keep hitting, getting on base, scoring runs.